Good evening. Good evening from Nigeria. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. How are you doing today? Yes. Welcome to another session. Today I'm going to be talking about how to create a digital marketing plan. But before we go ahead with that, I'd like to introduce myself and my colleagues. So my name is Olamide Ogungbemi. I am a Google Digital Skills Trainer with Impact Her, right? And I have here with me on the call, I have Johanna. Johanna is going to be our moderator. You'll be seeing him on the comment section a lot. So please feel free to interact with him. And on the back end, you can't really see her. It's Clementina. Clementina is ensuring that this training goes well without any itch. Yes, so welcome everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's great to have you here. Please feel free to introduce yourself. Tell us where you're joining us from. Tell us what your business name is, and tell us basically what your business is about. We're really hoping and looking forward to hearing from you. So please feel free to introduce yourself. All right. I'm not seeing anyone yet. Is anyone here? Yes, please feel free to introduce yourself. We're looking out for you. We want to we're hoping that we'll have a great session together, right? Yes. All right. So just like I said before, we're going to talk about how to create a digital marketing plan. Yes, how do we create a digital marketing plan? It's very, very important for you as a business owner, right? Because at the end of the day, without a plan in any way, there's this saying that says that, oh, anyone who fails to plan plans to fail. I'm sure we're not looking at doing that, right? Oh, I can see someone. I can see Mercy. Mercy now Wimba. I hope I pronounce your name properly. Welcome, Mercy. It's great to have you. How is Zambia? Right. Oh, okay. Your name. Your business name is Melange. Melange Fashions. All right. That's really great to know. Welcome, 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 Mercy, and everyone else that is joining. All right, please, just like I said, please feel free to introduce yourself. We're willing to take up to see you and to have a great time with you. All right, so before we go ahead, I'll just, talk to us about what we're going to be looking at today, right? So our agenda for today is that we're going to look at in our introduction to digital marketing, right? Then of course we look at how to build your brand, your digital marketing plan, excuse me, and then we're going to talk about how to harness the power of advertising, right? So those are things we're going to be looking at today. Yeah. All right. Okay. So let's just go right in while we wait for others, right? It's just Messi I can see on the chat box, but I'm really hoping that other people come, right? Come in to the session and comment. Please, just like I said earlier, please feel free to introduce yourself, tell us where you're joining us from, and let us know what your business name is. We're really looking forward to hearing from you. All right. Okay. So while before I dive right into the session, just for you to know that Google is actually offering a one-on-one mentorship, right, to small businesses and charities, right? So if you own a charity or a small business, please feel free to sign up at https bit.ly /GDSA mentoring. I'm sure that Johanna will be helping us with that link. We'll be posting the link right there for us so that we can take note of it. Just like I say during my sessions, please do not attempt to click on the link. Any attempt to do so would take you out of this session, and we don't want that to happen, right? So please feel free to write it down, right? Thank you. All right, so we just go ahead. Thank you so much, Johanna. So that's the link right there. But just look at this, like I said, please do not click. Just copy and paste it somewhere or just write it down somewhere. All right. Okay, so let's just go ahead. Right. So how do you currently engage with customers currently, right? How do you currently engage? Oh yeah, I can see Natasha. Natasha from Zambia. Welcome. How is Zambia this evening? I mean it's 5:05 p.m. here, right? So but how is Zambia, right? Today. It's great to know that you run a small natural hair products business. Awesome, awesome. I mean, I have a natural hair, and I understand. Yeah, there's a huge market for that now because most Africans are going natural, right? All right. So welcome Natasha. Welcome on board. All right, so let me hear from you. How do you currently engage with your customers, right? Mercy, I would like to hear from you. Natasha, I'd like to hear from you. How do you currently engage with customers now, right? How do you do that? Do you do by word of mouth? Do you do it by digital marketing, or what exactly do you do? How do you do this, right? I want to learn from you too, right? So please let's hear from you. All right, while we're waiting to hear from you, I'll just go ahead with what we have for today, right? Quickly. So yes, let's look at an introduction to digital marketing, right? So what is really digital marketing, right? What is digital marketing? So basically, digital marketing is actually, the promotion of products or your brands just using an electronic form of media. Basically, it could be your mobile phones and of course the internet, right? So it could be that you're using text message. It could be that you're using instant messaging such as Facebook chats, WhatsApp, right, Instagram chat, and all of those things, right? And of course, direct messaging on Instagram, yeah. And then of course videos, apps, podcast, billboards, electronic billboards, digital television, and radio channels. So yeah, that's really what digital marketing is promoting this I mean your business or your brand so that other people are able to see it globally using internet, right, or other forms of media, right? So digital marketing actually allows you to create campaigns and analyze, and of course is able to help you to know if whatever strategy you are putting to work is actually working or not, right? So in that means that digital marketing is so flexible that it allows you to change strategies and allows you to change methods of actually reaching out to your customers. So you see how great that is, right? Yeah, so you need to understand that actually live in a mobile world, right? And trust me, there are like 747 million SIM connections in sub-Saharan Africa only. Now, know that it's not in Africa. We're talking about just sub-Saharan Africa, right? And so you can imagine how you can take advantage of this um opportunity, right? Because there are opportunities, there are customers out there, you can actually reach out to, right? And of course 91% of South Africans own mobile phones, with 80% in Kenya and Nigeria respectively. So you see 91% own of South Africans own mobile phones, and 80% in Nigeria and Kenya. Do you see that's a lot of numbers that you can actually deal with to ensure that you get enough customers to get your product. Do you see that? And do you know that some 65% of active mobile users in Nigeria have actually shopped online? Now we're saying 65% of them have actually shopped online. Do you see that? Now I mean your organization can make that story happen for your own country. Do you see that? So that's really, really important for you to understand and to know. Right. So before we continue, I'd like to know what opportunities might arise from connecting with customers online. What do you think are the opportunities that might arise, right, from actually connecting to your customers online? Oh yeah, I can see someone joining. She said, okay, your is Precious. I can see Precious. Welcome, Precious. So you said you are a honey aggregator. I'm not sure what that means, but that sounds great anyway. Right. Welcome to this session, and I really hope that you have a good time. How is Zambia today? Yes, welcome, Precious. All right, so just like I was saying, I would like to know what opportunities do you think might arise, right, from connecting with customers online? Yeah, I can see Zainabu. Zainabu, welcome. It's great to have you here on this session. Great, 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 great. Yeah. All right. So let's look at the opportunities that might arise, just by connecting with customers online, right? So one of it is that you're going to have increased reach. That means you're able to reach out to more customers. Do you see that? And that's really great, right? You're able to connect to more customers because of course you're now looking at, for example, you're looking at out okay, you're connecting to more customers outside of Zambia, right? Not just Zambians, you're looking at Nigerians, you're looking at South Africans, you're looking at even um Americans, right? Canadians. So with that, you're able to have increased reach, right? By connecting online. And of course you can learn about your customers. Do you see that? Right, you're able to know what your customers prefer. Do they like your branding or not? Or are they really interested in using your product? Do they find it good enough? Or do you think that or probably they are saying, okay, you know what, this is not working for me. So you're able to understand what your customers feedback is, right? And of course know how they feel about your product or service, right? And of course it helps you to communicate and support your customers, right? You're able to, oh, it's great having you around. You're able to communicate, oh, do we have discounts today? 50% discount applies for sales and all that. You see, you're able to communicate, and therefore you can support them. You're able to say, okay, you know what, you can actually buy your products via our whatever, it's very easy for you to actually support them when you go online, rather than just being in a store, right? Of course, we're not saying that don't have a physical store. No, we're not saying this to replace physical stores. Rather, we're saying that you have to leverage online, your online reach even while you have a physical store. Do you understand that? All right. I really hope that we're enjoying this session. Oh yeah, beekeeper precious, that's awesome. Yeah, it's really good to know, right? All right. So let's just go ahead with that. So let's look at the key channels to consider for digital marketing. So you have to consider search engine optimization, that's SEO. I'm sure you've heard of it at one point in time, right? And of course you have to consider search engine marketing, right? And of course social media marketing, display marketing, email marketing, and content marketing. So these are diverse channels for digital marketing. Now, let's look at them in little bit of details. We're going to look at them more while this session continues. So, right, we search engine optimization allows you to optimize your website such that it shows more often in search engine results. You're able to see Google. I mean, once you for example, a customer types probably shoes in Zambia, they see that your business is on the front page of Google. Why? Because your website is optimized for that. Do you see that? Right. And of course, you can actually leverage search engine marketing, right? You are able to pay for advertising to appear in search engines such that it appears in the first, I mean, as the first or second or even third option on Google, right? Once a customer goes to Google and types, for example, just like I said, shoes in Zambia, your business can be a part of it. Or for example, Precious, that is I believe that you sell honey. You don't just manufacture it, right? So in that case, right, you can actually put, if for example you paid, right, you can actually see that your brand is, it's on the top of the list. Do you understand? And of course we have social media marketing, right? So media marketing allows you to use your social networks to actually gain traffic and gain people's attention, gain more new customers. Do you see that? And of course display marketing is a great way to advertise online, so they're able to advertise in different formats across a lot of websites on the internet, right? Blogs and all of those, right? And of course email marketing is actually a good one. Email marketing allows you to send direct emails to your customers, right? So they're able to collect their emails and of course communicate with them regularly, tell them about the product of honey, for example, right? Say, okay, honey is good for your health, it does that, it does this is going to encourage them, so that by the time you bring an advert, it's easier for them to buy. Do you see that? Then, of course, content marketing. Content marketing allows you to create and share different types of content, right? Such as blogs, posts, videos, and all of those infographics, right? And that is very, very important for you as a business owner. All right. Let's just continue this, right? Okay, so now I'm going to be pausing for questions. Do you have questions? Please let me know. Okay, I can see Mercy's comment. Mercy says, I use a page I use a page. It's easier that way. It helps me to advertise my business in various groups related to my kind of business. Awesome, that's great. Do you use Instagram, or you use Facebook, or what kind of page do you use, right? Let me hear from you. All right, that's really, really great. Let's just go ahead with this. All right. I can't see any questions, so I'll assume that there are no questions, right? Or I'll assume that I'm a great teacher, right? But I mean, that was just a joke, right? But I mean, let's just hear from you. If you have questions, I'll be very happy to answer them, right? If you don't have questions now, we can move ahead. But of course, please feel free to drop your questions while we continue. All right, thank you so much. All right, so let's look at how to build digital marketing plan, right? So the first step to building a digital marketing plan is, first you look at your business goals and objectives. What exactly are my business goals and objectives? We'll talk about that shortly. Talk about your budgets and your resources. You look at your audience. That's the third step. Like, who are my audience? And then the fourth step is you have to know what channels you have to use, right? And of course, the fifth step is to plan your activity, and the sixth is to measure. And of course, we're going to talk about what it means to measure using SMART method, right? All right. So yes, let's look at the first one, which is business goals and objective, right? So here is okay, so here is Monday. Monday is looking to achieve something. So let's look at what she wants to achieve, right? So she says, I am Monday. I'm a hairdresser. My business goals are to get more customers through my door, right? New and past, and make more people in my area know that my business exists. That's Monday's business goal, right? And so that's really something. It's clear that, okay, this is what Monday wants to achieve, and that should be the same for you. You need to understand what exactly your business wants to achieve before even trying to do a digital marketing plan. Because if at the end of the day you don't want to achieve, you don't know what you want to achieve, you won't be able to maximize, right, that digital marketing, right? Of course, the next thing is, let's look at the examples of online marketing, right? I mean online objectives, I mean to say, right? So the first is, increase traffic to website. That's a great online objective, right? Okay, you know what? I just want to get people on my website. Then the next thing is, maybe I just want to increase sales, right? My online sales. Another will say, you know what? I just want to increase my social media page likes and followers, right? That's all I want. But some other business say, you know what? I just want to increase my online reach and awareness. I want people to know that my business exists online. That's great too. So whatever it is that is your online objective, you need to know. And because that, you are going to use this to actually create a great plan. Without knowing this, trust me, creating a plan will be very difficult for you. Do you see that? All right. So you need to understand that your online objective has to align with your business goals. You don't you don't choose an online objective that is very different from your business goal. It doesn't work, right? It cannot work. So you need to ensure that your online objectives, right, are okay. Yeah, okay, I can see Mercy. Okay, Mercy says that she's using Facebook and WhatsApp. Great. All right, I see you have a question, Mercy. I'll answer it shortly. All right, so let's just move ahead. So you have to understand that your online objectives should align with your business goals, right? So for example, if your business goal is, your online objective is to increase online reach and awareness, your business goal should be that you want to make more people aware that you exist. Do you understand? You cannot have a business goal that, you want to be found by more people, and yet your online objective is that you want to have increase in sales or website sales. It doesn't work because they are not the same, right? So you have to ensure that your online objective aligns well with your business goal. So you have to also ensure that for example, okay, if your online objective is to increase website sales, right, then your business goal would be that, okay, you know what, I want to sell more products to people, right, online. Whichever, we want to sell more products, right? Then of course your online objective could be that, you know what, I want to increase my social media paid likes and followers, right? right? And with that, your business goal has to be that you want to get found by more people, right? And of course, if you're saying that, okay, I just want to increase traffic to my website, then of course your business goal has to be that you want to get more returning customers to your business, right? So that's something you need to consider. It's really important that you consider this, and you don't just make come up with online objectives that do not necessarily fit into what you're looking at as a business. Do you see that? All right. So the next thing is that you have to look at your budget and resource. It is very important. You need to know what do I have presently, and what can that accommodate, right? Because if you do not know, then trust me, you don't know how to go ahead with your business plan. I mean your digital marketing plan, I mean. Right. So so your budget tells you what's really possible. Is it possible that I actually, have a website or not? So for example, Monday is saying here that, what, I don't have a website yet. It's so much of an investment right now. So she's saying, oh, you know what? Website is so much. I can't afford it. That's what she's saying. So you have to know what exactly is your budget, right? Then for your audience, you need to know exactly who are my audience, like who is my audience, right? Who am I reaching out to? So Monday here is saying, you know what, I'm targeting females in my local area. It's clear. She's saying that it's just people in our local area she's targeting. Yours could be that you're targeting customers globally. That's fine also, right? Well, you just need to know your audience. And she's saying here, she's giving a more descriptive detail about our audience. She's saying here that, you know what, my most valuable customers are females above 30 years old. So she knows that those people, they are not 28, they are not 12, they are not 15 years old, they're not 25 years old, they are above 30 years old, right? And they have children and work part-time. So it's clear. She knows that those kind of people, they use Facebook more. They don't fancy Instagram, they don't fancy LinkedIn or whatever, right? She knows that most of those people, they use Facebook more. And that's why she's saying, oh, you know what? Let me look at Facebook, right? And of course, you have to also look at your marketing channels, right? So what marketing channels are right for you, you need to know that. And of course, that's determined by your online objective, right? For example, if your online objective is to increase online reach and awareness, then you can think of using display marketing, right, as a marketing channel. Or you can think of social media marketing or content marketing. So either of this works, or even all of this works, if that's what you are looking to achieve. If you are just looking to increase your online reach and awareness. So, but if you are looking to increase your website sales, right, you can think of search engine marketing, right? Or you can think of SEO, which is search engine optimization, right? Of course, that means that you are going to put in keywords in your website that will optimize your website and make it appear, maybe probably on the first or second page of your website. Right, and of course, you can also make use of email marketing. Email marketing, as I said before, it means that you can actually send emails to customers directly, right? So that they understand what's going on with you. Then, of course, you can actually also increase traffic to your website. Do you see that? If that's what your online objective is, then you think of search engine marketing too, right? And of course, the same SEO and email marketing. And of course, if you're saying, okay, you know what, it's just for me to increase customer loyalty, that's what I need at this stage of my business. I don't want to increase customer loyalty. Then you think of social media, email marketing, and content marketing. So we're going to talk about all of these channels in more details, even as the session continues. All right, I hope that we're enjoying this session, right? So if you are, please let me know. And if you have having any question, please feel free to drop it. There's gonna be another call for questions shortly. So yes, definitely you'll be able to ask your questions. Yes, I saw your question, Mercy. So just know that I've seen it, and I'm going to answer it once I'm done with this particular part of the agenda. All right. Thank you. So the next thing is to plan your activity, right? You need to understand that it is necessary for you to know what are you doing, right? So for example, now Monday is saying, you know what, I want to my own objective are to reach more people in my local area and to get more returning customers, right? I don't have a website. Yes, it's too much of an investment right now. How could I use digital to help me? Great. Let's look at how to help Monday because she needs help. The truth is that it's not so difficult to have a website. And let's look at how to help her. So the first thing you can advise Mercy to, I mean, sorry, I said Mercy, right? Monday to do is that she needs to list her business on Google My Business. It's so easy. With Google My Business, you don't have to pay a dime. All you need to do is just go to Google My Business page, right? Register and complete your profile, get verified, and trust me, you're done. Right. And of course, your business is going to appear right there in the on search engine when you searched for, right? And of course, you can also create a free website. You can use Wix allows you to create free website. They have great templates. You don't even know it's free. The only way you can know it's free is because they would Wix usually puts, that it was created by them underneath your website. But aside that, you won't know it's free because they have great templates. You can also use Google Sites. Google Sites is actually a very great way. With Google Site, trust me, your business, your website is complete already, right? So of course you have to use templates, and of course align your templates to align the template to your website, to your brand, right? The content has to match up with what you want. The colors have to match up with your business colors, right? And your brand colors, and all of those things. So of course you need to just do a few tweaks on it, and you're up, right? The next thing that we're going to advise Money is to set up a Facebook page, because she already knows that most of our audience are on Facebook. So why would she not open a Facebook page anyway, right? So she can also collect reviews from customers. Say, you know what, I bought your product last week, it wasn't great. She notes down. She's able to ask, oh, what do you think? Oh, why do you think that was, right? Or she's able to understand what the pain points of our customers are, and of course improve on such, right? And then she can actually post pictures of customers, hairstyle, and all of those things, just to ensure that she's seen, right? And she can also use Facebook advertising to target people in a local area, right? Of course, she can actually do that to actually attract new customers. So do you see that that's how we're able to help Monday to plan our activity? And of course, you can actually also plan your activity. Look at what works for your business. Google My Business obviously works for all businesses. I would advocate Google My Business for any and all businesses, right? So you should have a big Google My Business account. If you do not have one, please feel free to reach out to us. I'm sure Johanna will be posting the link for you if you want to register and actually get your business verified on Google My Business. We actually do that, and we can do that for you for free, right? All right. So let's look at the next thing, right? Then you have to, of course, measure. After you've done all of these things, you have to know, did it even work, right? Was it what I this set my set goals, are they achievable, right? Let's look at all of those things anyway. So SMART objective actually is an acronym uh for a lot of things, right? So let's look at the things that the SMART is for. S stands for specific. That means your goals have to be very specific. It has to be clear, definite. You're not beating around the bush, right? M stands for measurable. You be able to measure it, right? Measure the impact. Can I measure the impact of this? If it's not measurable, trust me, it's not worth it, right? And of course, you have to be able to. A stands for achievable. Is it achievable? Is something I can achieve within a particular period of time or not? Then is it realistic? Right? You don't just set goals and say, I want to have 5 million followers in 1 week. Well, you're obviously that's not realistic. I mean, I don't know the magic that you can perform to do that, but trust me, it's not realistic. So yeah, of course, you have to set realistic goals. And of course, T stands for time bound. That means you have to put a definite time to it. When am I looking at to achieve this particular result? All right. Um, so I really hope that we are getting along, right? And this is exciting for us. All right. Okay. So let's look. Okay, let me see. It looks like I missed something. Okay, so yes, I missed audience, right? Let's look at audience, right? Before I move on, right? So audience is, right, you have to pay attention to your audience. For example, okay, I think I already talked about this, right? Yeah, I actually already talked about it. Thank you so much. Yeah, so that's it. All right, so let's move ahead. So now let's look at how to set smart objectives, right? It's necessary for you to set smart objectives. So you need to have a broad objective, right? And of course, you need to have a smart objective, right? So, for example, if your broad objective is that you want to increase online sales, that's clear, right? Then your smart objective should be that, okay, you know what? I want to increase online sales by 20%. That's more definite, right? You know how much you want to increase online sales by 20% within 3 months. That's a smart objective. It shows that is specific. Do you see that it's very specific? It's direct. It is measurable because you're able to measure that did he actually go up by 20% or not? Is it achievable? It's achievable because you know that okay within 3 months I should be able to have my online sales by up to 20%. I'm not saying 80%, right? So it should be achievable and it's realistic also, right? And then of course it's time bound because I've already said 3 months is the goal. I have to ensure that it happens in 3 months. So you need to ensure that your online objective is smart. And then of course, let's get another online objective that you might have. It might be that you want to increase brand awareness. That's your broad objective, right? But your smart objective should be that you want to increase your brand awareness on Facebook. You see how detailed that is. You are clear. Okay, this is the channel I'm using is Facebook, and I want to use it increase this my brand awareness by growing my audience with new people by 40%. You see, that's clear. It is clear that this is achievable, it is realistic, and it's measurable. Do you see that? So that's how to set smart objectives, right? And of course it's advisable that you set smart objectives. While you have your broad objective, it's great, but you need to be able to set very smart objectives. What exactly it is am I trying to achieve, so that you'll be able to measure it, right? All right, let's move ahead. Okay, so let's look at your digital marketing plan, right? So this is Mondi's plan. She has already you see we went through all of these plans, right? I mean all of these parts, small parts of the plan, right? We have looked at each of we have looked at business goal, we have looked at audience, we have looked at channel, we have looked at activity, we have looked at online objective, we have looked at smart objective, we have looked at all of these things. Now let's look at Mondi's digital plan holistically, right? So our business goal is to reach more customers in our local area and to get more customers through our door. That's our business goal, right? Our audience are females and they are 39 to 45 years old, right? And they are local and they are customers in our local area, and they've actually she has served them at one point in time before, so they are past customers, right? And of course, our channel, the channel she wants to use to reach our customers is through local SEO. That means she wants it to just be local to a particular region, right? And of course, she's going to be using Facebook, right? Then her activity is that she wants to build a website or boost visibility on Google. Do you see that? And she wants to use Facebook advertising to target people in her local area. Her online objective, right, is to increase online reach, right, and of course increase returning customers. That's really clear. Do you see that how she has been able to break down all of this? And now the plan is not looking bogus. It's not looking unachievable. She has so broken it down now that she knows that okay, this thing I can actually achieve it. And trust me, even with your online with your smart objective now, which we're going to talk about, you see that it's really clear. So she said that she wants to increase Facebook paid likes from new people by 50% within the next month, right? And increase bookings from past customers by 20% in the next quarter. Do you see how she has broken it down? This is smart. This is a smart digital plan. It shows that okay, this person knows what she's doing. She knows where to hit. She knows where she's going. She has a direction. With this, I'm sure that Monday cannot fail. Do you see that? And that's why you need to have your own digital marketing plan so that you don't fail. Do you understand? It's very, very easy. Is not something that is so difficult to achieve, and trust me, you can actually achieve it if you do that. All right. Let's just go ahead. So now I'm going to be pausing for questions. I saw a question by Mercy, and I'm going to be answering that now. All right, Mercy, let me see your question. So Mercy is saying, how do you help to build your market on an international level? Oh, okay. So that's great. So he's saying, how do you said how do you sorry, I missed that question again. Let me look at it. Okay, how do you help build your market on an international level? Okay, so that's very easy, right? How do you build your audience on an international level? Digital marketing is the way to go. Just go online, right? I talked about how you can have a website, right? When you have a website, you can use Wix or Google Sites. They are free, you don't have to pay anything, right? That's one way, so that you now optimize that website. Now let me tell you how you can optimize your website in simple terms. Now you can go to Google Trends, right? Google Trends allow you to see trending keywords, right? And when you get those keywords, you can pick one of the keywords and put it on your website. I mean, you can get an SEO plugin if it doesn't come with that, right? And of course, with that, your website will be optimized for on Google or whatever search engine, right? And so when you do this, trust me, you know that you see that your customers might actually increase. But trust me, it's not guaranteed. It's not. It doesn't take a day. It's a process. You try. You say, okay, this is not working. You come back. You say, But of course, that's one way, right? Then of course you have to leverage Google My Business. That's why you have to create a Google My Business profile. And I already said, if you don't have one, you can actually reach out to us. There's a form that you can fill, and will help you to register and verify your business, right? That's clear. Then of course, you can actually use a lot of we're going to talk about all of these things right here in this session, right? You can use display marketing, you can use content marketing, right? That's a way to actually go global. And of course, you have to define your audience. You have to be sure that, okay, my audience, they're actually those that are outside of my country. They're not just those within my local area. So that has to be clear. And when you put all of these things in place, of course there are more, but putting all of this in place for a start, trust me, you'll be able to attract international audience. All right. Okay. Let's just continue. Is there any other question? I'm not seeing any other question for now. Um Okay, Zainab says, I need help with creating the website on Google My Business. I'm stuck on the part of retrieving the code. Okay, I'm not sure what you mean. Do you mean you want to create a website, or do you mean you want to create a Google My Business account? Let me know. Let me understand what that means. But of course, if you want to register a Google My Business account, you can actually use that link that Johanna dropped that link for you. Please, you can take note of that link. Just like I said, please don't attempt to click on it so that you don't go out of this session, right? We don't want that for you, right? So please just take note of the link, and you can actually reach out to us. All right. Let's just go ahead, right? So I'm trying to see if I have more questions. Okay, Precious says that I need your help with the website. Oh, great. Please, you can reach out to us at pr.impactor.org. We can actually walk you through and help you with that, basically. Right? Just reach out, and we'll take it up from there, right? Let me see. Any other questions? Any other questions? I registered my Zainab, right? I registered for a mental using the link in your shared. How long does it take to get feedback? I'm not sure what you mean. Please let it be more clearer, right? But of course, if it is that you have reached out to us, trust that you're going to get a feedback. I don't know what exactly you're trying to say, but whatever it is that you reached out to us for, trust me, we're going to get back to you as soon as we can do that. And it shouldn't be so long, right? All right. Yeah. All right. So thank you so much. I can't see any other questions, so we just go ahead. All right. Yeah. So yes, you can actually send any complaints or whatever to this email, pr at impactor.org or pr.impactor@gmail.com, whichever works, right? Okay, thank you so much. All right, let's just continue because I'm see that we don't have questions. So let's go to the last part of our agenda, right? And do this together. All right. So let's go how to harness the power of digital advertising. It's very, very necessary. Digital advertising is powerful. I mean, I'm sure you don't have money for TV advertising. Advertising is very expensive. In 1 minute, you're going to spend millions of whatever dollars, right? Because you just want to advertise on TV, right? But trust me, you can actually do that with even with your social media markets without paying a dime. Do you see that? So let's look at how to harness, the power of digital advertising, because it's very important for you to take advantage of this, right? Okay, so let's see how search engine marketing works. So now you guys look at, I mean, I'm sure you can see on your screen, you can see an image, right? It has I mean, you can see it's a Google page, a Google search engine page, right? It has a yellow color, a part of it has a blue color, and another part of it has a green color. So we're going to describe all of these three components right now. So the yellow color actually is your search query. Do you see that? So with your search query, right, it just means that this is what users type. So for example, they're saying natural honey in Zambia. Do you see that? That's a search query. And once they enter it on their phones or device or whatever, right, it's going to open up something close to what you can see below, right? So looking at the blue part of this, you are seeing a paid text and shopping ads, right? So for example, the first part is actually shows that this products you can see here were paid for. The ads were actually paid for. They're not free. So if you can see, I'm not sure if you can see closely, but if you look at it closely, you see that there is a sponsor there. Whenever you see sponsored, it means that was actually paid for. That the reason why is showing there is because it's an ad, it's a paid ad. Do you see that? So that's it about paid text, right? And then the green part of this is showing that is organic. So all of these other people, all of these other businesses you can see down the list, they came there organically. Why? They optimized their website so that their website is so good that it now shows, on the first page of Google. So you can actually get your website to that part, but you can also pay, right, to actually get your business to the first page of Google. So yeah, let's look at that. All right, so let's look at the process for search engine marketing. So the first is to understand your customers, right? The second is to find keywords. Then the third is to create ad copy, and you of course put it all together. So now when I talk about understanding your customer, you have to, okay, what kind of customers am I looking at? Are they employed, unemployed? Are they mothers? Are they single people? Right? Are they females? Are they male? Are they adults? Are they above 65 years old? You need to know so that you know how to reach them, right? And of course, you have to now look for keywords that your audience or your customers might actually be looking out for. And I've told you that a way to do that, you can actually go to Google Trends and you can see that there, right? And once you do that, you can actually now create an ad copy, right? Of course, you have to put the keywords in your ad copy, right? So your ad copy basically is a design that you want people to see, right, when they see your business on the search engine, right? And of course, put it together. Right. The next is search engine marketing, right? So search engine marketing allows you to pay for search listing, right? Such that let's look at the difference basically. So search engine marketing is different from search engine optimization. Now, just like I said, search engine marketing allows you, it's actually paid for. It's not free. Do you understand? But search engine optimization is actually very free. Do you see that? So for search engine marketing, right, you actually pay for search listing so that you pay to be seen. Just like the example we saw in the previous slide, right? You see that the green part of that, I mean the blue part of that was shown because those people paid for the ad. So that's really it. So you are just paying for an ad to actually get seen on Google, right? Then for search engine optimization, right? Engine optimization is actually free. The only thing you do to actually get your website optimized is to have a go to your website and optimize it using keywords that are in that are trending. And once you do that, of course you might, it's not guaranteed, right? You might actually get on the second page or first page of Google. Do you see that? Then of course you can bid for keywords when you use search engine marketing, right? But for search engine optimization, you just optimize your keywords, right? Then for search engine marketing, once you pay, you have an ad, is approved, right? You are going straight to the first page of Google, right? You're going straight to the first page of Google search engine. You don't have to, it's not gradual. But for SEO, it's gradual. It takes time. It doesn't happen in a day. You don't just except probably just, probably you're just, I don't know what you use, but whatever it is, it takes time for you to rank, to the first page of Google. So it sometimes takes time. That's the difference. But if it's something you want now, you want it quickly, you have to pay. But if it's something that I want to grow it organically, then of course you can use search engine optimization. All right, I really hope that was clear enough, right? So let's go ahead, right? um so the next thing is you have to um use search engine optimization. It's actually a great one for you. So let's look at how you can do that. So the first thing is that you have to sign up for Search Console, right? So when you sign up for Search Console, you can submit your content to Google. Then of course you can monitor how your content is doing in search, and of course send alerts on critical issues, right? And of course you can help Google find your content. You can submit a sitemap and then promote your site on and offline and share new content. Then, of course, help Google and users to understand your content by creating unique and accurate paid titles, right? And of course, create good titles and snippets, great titles, not just anyhow kind of titles. Titles that would actually attract your audience, right? And of course, you can use heading tags, right, to emphasize important text that you have. All right, I really hope that we're getting along with this. All right. So thank you so much, Johanna. I can see Johanna has been a great job on the comments section. Thank you so much, Johanna. Yeah. I'm sure you are really getting a lot. With Johanna there as the moderator. So Johanna, well done. All right. So let's just continue. So let's look at search engine optimization tips that you can use to be successful, right, in your digital marketing activities, right? So the first thing, you have to run keyword research. Don't just use any kind of keywords. I say, well, I think that customers will like great honey, or they'll like natural. No, don't just assume, right? You have to ensure that you look at what exactly is trending, what was working now. And you can, just like I said, you can go to Google Trends for that. And there are also some other keywords research platforms you can use, but I recommend Google Trends, right? Then of course you can publish useful and high quality content. Don't just publish any kind of content. You look at the content first and think as a customer, do you think that when I see this content, will it attract me to this particular business or not? Of course, before you create content, make sure that you if you can't create your content yourself, please consult a very good content creator, right? And of course, make sure that you review properly before you post it, right? And of course, make your search engine, your web pages search engine friendly. So whoever is helping you to design your website, if there's someone, or if you're the one doing it yourself, just ensure that it comes out search friendly. All right. That's great. So now let's look at the another part of this. We're actually looking at display ads, right? So what's it about display ads actually? What's it about display ads? So display ads, okay, before I even go ahead, right, this picture actually describes a lot. So if I'm sure that at one point or the other, while you're using the internet, you've seen pictures all over the place on some websites. Some websites, like, pictures are by the right, by in the middle, right? You can't escape those pictures. Now those pictures are actually display ads. Usually when they're telling you to buy something, they're telling you to do something, to sign up for something. Those are display ads, right? That's just the layman explanation. So let's just go ahead to what they really are, right? So display ads are actually different from search engine search advertising. Display advertising is different from search advertising. So let's look at how they're different. Now, search advertising is focused on, matching ads to user queries. On, for example, so if a customer searches for, I'm sorry, I've been using Precious's business. Let me see another business I can use. I think that I got another business here. Let me see. I thought I saw someone's business name here. Why is it just Precious's business I can see? Okay, so okay, Natasha actually said she does natural hair, but I don't think she actually dropped her business name. So let me just say Natasha natural hair, right? And no, Natasha natural organics. Yeah, great. Natural Natasha organics. Let me assume that that's your name, Natasha, right? So for example, Natasha organics, right? Optimizes their business, their website, such that that there's a keyword there showing great organic natural hair products, right? Let's say that that's the keyword. So a customer goes to Google and searches great organic natural hair products. Trust me, Natasha would actually come out there. So that means that that customer would not see Natasha Organics until they search for queries, right, on Google. Do you see that? Right? Um, However, for display ads, you don't have to search anything. You know, as long as you are opening a website, you're seeing it there. If, for example, you are interested in a blog, they have ads on it. You are forced to see it. You can't choose whether you want it or not. Do you understand? So that's actually, it's actually display is actually focused on, putting ads across different websites, such as blogs, news, and local website, whatever it is, right? You want to. So I know of a blogger in Nigeria. I mean, that blogger has actually, gained a lot of money, right, just by display ads, right? And I'm sure that there are some of them also in Zambia, right? So of course you should actually leverage on that. Then of course, search action, right, is such that is most relevant when your primary objective is to generate sales. So if you want to get sales, you are good with search advertising. But if it is that you want to drive brand awareness, please focus on display advertising. Do you understand? All right. I hope I'm getting this. I hope I'm getting this. I am enjoying this session, and I hope you are. All right. So let's look at the process for display advertising. So the first thing is that you have to understand your customer. Just like I've said, you have to understand who are my customers. This is very, very key to your business, to making sales, to advertising, to getting more customers is very, very critical. So you have to understand who your customers are, right? And of course, you have to find placement ideas for your display ads, and of course then you create an ad, a design, right, just like some of the ones that we saw in that particular, when we first looked at display ads, right? And of course you can put it all together. All right. So let's look at social media advertising, right? Social media advertising is actually a very great way to actually do that. All right. So you can actually use, or you can actually leverage paid advertising, so that you pay for ads on Facebook, on Twitter, on LinkedIn, or whatever, right? You actually pay for ads, right? That option is available. And then and this is actually also known as paid social media advertising, or social media advertising, whatever name you want to call it. That's the same thing. So why should we actually use social media advertising, right? Right. So it's very important that we use social media advertising because it helps us to gain customers, right? Depends on the kind of customers you want. For example, if your customers are on Facebook, then it helps you to gain a lot of customers on Facebook. Do you see that? All right. So what are the main differences between organic and paid social media? Let's look at it. So for organic social media, it's actually so that your views, your actions, clicks, everything, they are free. Your posts, so that you don't have to pay for people to click or whatever on anything. They are free. Meanwhile, for paid social media, you have to pay for people to see your ads. You have to pay, right? You have to pay for people to see your posts or whatever is actually paid for, right? For organic also, right? Your content appears on your business profile, right? And people's news feed, right? But your ads can appear for paid social media, your ads appear in more places. It's not just limited to those that are, for example, following you on Facebook, or those that are your connections on LinkedIn. No, these ones, wherever people globally can actually see it, even though they don't know your business, right? Then of course you can actually for organic social media, you can only reach your followers and friends. It's just your followers. But for paid social media, you can reach anyone from anywhere, from any country, of course, depending on who you chose as your audience. All right. So let's look at the process for social media advertising. So the first thing, you have to choose your objective. What's my objective, right? It's very necessary. Then of course you choose your audience. We talked about this already several times, right? Then of course you create your ad, and then of course set your budget, because your budget will determine how long it will run for. It's even determine how many people it will reach. Do you see that? All right, so let's move on. So this is my last call for questions. So please, if you have questions, for that we actually I guess that was an error from my end. I'm sorry for that. All right, so let's just move ahead quickly. All right, so sorry about that break. Yeah, we're actually very close to the end. So yes, please let me know if you have questions. We are really open to have them. Please, let's have that. Okay, any questions, please, before we call it a session? All right. I can't see any questions. But please feel free to drop your questions. Okay, yeah, okay. So Mercy says, is either one filled in the form or send a query through your email over the Google websites? So I think it's just okay to send your an email to that to that email address that was dropped, and yes, trust me, you would actually get a response. All right. Yes. So please feel free to drop your questions. We're actually open to take them. Okay. So just to let you know, actually, that Google is actually um uh, um giving out, or Google is actually having a free one-to-one mentorship, right, for small businesses and charities. So please, if you're interested, click on the link. I'm sure that Johanna will drop that link for you. Please feel free to actually get on that link, and just of course note it down, and then get on it before, once the session is done. All right. So yes, what are the next steps for you? For you to learn more, you actually can actually, it's not just all of these things are not exhaustive. There's a lot more to learn, right? So you can actually go to learndigital.google.com/digital skills/courses, right? That will help you to actually, learn more about what Google is offering, right? And of course, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you can get notifications next time this particular not this kind of training. We have Google My Business training, we have other kinds of training. So when other trainings are going on, you can be notified, and you can easily join, right? And of course, thank you, Joanna. Joanna just dropped that link for you, so please take note of it, right? And of course, you can actually find us on social media, on Facebook, facebook.com/digital skills for Africa, right? And twitter.com/digital skills AF. Then on Instagram, you can actually find us instagram.com/digital skills AF. Yes, and of course, you can follow Impact Her on our social media pages. I'm sure Johanna will be dropping those handles and links for you, so that you can actually follow Impact Her, right? Please follow Impact Her, follow Google, and you will see that you're going to be learning a lot about how to build a great business, right? Of course, thank you so much for joining. I'm sure Johanna has dropped a certificate link for you. So trust me, once you fill that form, you would get a certificate for this training. You'll be certified for attending this training. I'm sure you want that, right? You don't want to miss that. So please feel free to take note of that link and actually register, and then you get a certificate after this training. Yes, Johanna, I'm sure Johanna will be dropping that link for you. So please take note of it when it does. All right, thank you so much. Okay, just drop the link, so please take note of it. Thank you so much for your time. I really hope that you learned a lot, and I hope it was great, really insightful, right? I really had a great time. I hope you did, right? And of course, all I would say is thank you for attending this training session. All right, have a great day. It's already evening here, so have a great evening, and bye.